Hello, Sesselie.
Hi, Stephanie.
How are you this day?
I am actually blessed and just very happy to be here. How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I'm very, I've been looking forward to today.
Me as well, girl.
Yes.
Through hell and high water.
I know.
We
We've
are
tried
here.
hard. We've tried hard to get here today.
No, and that's resilience.
Yes, exactly.
Get into that.
Yay! So, as you know, we are here today. We are going to talk all about Sesselie and her shop, which is right downtown Fayetteville, called Hummingbird Candle Company.
Located at 240 Hay Street, downtown Main Street.
Yay! So we're looking forward to an awesome conversation, and she's going to tell us all about the products they use, the services they offer. Do you do parties?
We definitely do parties, and we actually have and hold private events Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which can accommodate up to 15 people. The store will be yours for 3 hours. You can have food, which generally we don't allow food, only because it's a candle store and it'll throw off the scent.
Oh,
you know,
that makes sense.
that.
Yes.
So we definitely do provide private parties. You know,
Yay! I know. Well, we're all ready for a party.
little party.
Especially, yeah, I know.
Girl,
After the
everybody needs a
year
little
we
party,
had-
I'm telling you. It's just excitement for life.
Yes, everyone's ready for that party. All right, we're going to get that on the calendar.
Yes, yes.
So that's a bit describing your business. So overall, can you give us a little bit of background how the candle company evolved? Maybe how the name came up, how you chose your location?
Oh, well, definitely. The story starts before me, like
Uh-huh.
literally. My sister Tiana and her husband, they are the originators of all things. Cornerstone then segued into Hummingbird. Now, I came in the birthing of Hummingbird, in which now at this point, the Fayetteville store location is my store. However, if you want to know the story,
Yes.
4 years ago, her and her husband were in like a big transition. He was getting out of the military after 21 years of service.
Right.
She was a labor and delivery travel nurse. So for her, basically, 10 years in the game, she's seen it all, but she's still new in the game. And she's enjoying it. For him, he's 38 years old, getting out. Still more than half of your life to go. So with that information, he started interacting with a post contractor, trying to make sure that he can have his part 2 of his life for work and whatnot. Unfortunately, as you know, the old saying goes, when we make plans, God laughs. So it did not happen
The
for
way you
him.
expected, yeah.
No, at all. Only because like he had 7 knee surgeries during his time going and being in war. He was a ranger instructor,
Yeah.
and so tears a lot on your body.
Yes, it does.
But he wasn't defeated, and he asked God that night for direction where he should lead himself and his family. And honestly, the next day he arose and he stated that God told him that he should not only start and open a business, but to open a furniture store. So when
Wow.
it's crazy, right? So when he told my sister that situation, basically, her response was, babes, maybe you should pray about it a little longer. Like, I don't know. But she took his word for it. So for about a week's time, she took the kids out. He was in his office preparing, praying, learning how to operate and run a
Right.
business. On the 7th day, they went to Rude Awakening, which is a business downtown. It's a coffee shop.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite coffee shops.
So they went there, and fate intervened. Apparently, our landlords are now landlords. They live above us, and they were going to get a cup of coffee. They started a conversation. It segued into open building. That segued into putting in an offer. Then that segued into them actually starting their business.
Right.
With $6,000, a wish, hope, dream, and goal. And we kind of segue that into our Hummingbird situation. So I'll make a long story short. So last January, Hummingbird was created, and Hummingbird was created for the community. It was something that my sister Tiana is true and dear and close to her heart. She gave up a nursing degree for that. As you know, like her husband, he was just being so successful when it came to the furniture store.
Yes.
Didn't leave her out, as she had a little corner of candles. However, she wanted more for herself. him being an amazing man, he obliged. So January of last year, we started Hummingbird, which, if you want to know what hummingbird means, in the Native American culture, they're seen as resilience, i.e. the resilience candle line we have. They're also seen as a very social bird. They're known as birds that are only able to fly backwards. Well, they have the ability to fly backwards.
Yes.
And with opening a brand new store in 2020, above all things that occurred in 2020,
what timing.
and to now have almost 3 full stores, like physical stores, in a year's time, that speaks to our values, which I'll make quick. We believe in God, love, community, women, and being advocates. Like, you definitely should stand for what you believe in, but you should also stand for the underdog. And I personally have been on both sides of it, and I try to make sure that going forward, that we exemplify those values, those core values that we have.
That is amazing. That's so wonderful. I love, one of the reasons I'm even doing this is not only just to get to know our community more and make it look so much better to those people wanting to know more about the Fayetteville area, but I love stories. I love people's stories. I love knowing or hearing where they've come from, where they are, what their plans from here going forward are. It's fascinating.
I mean, ditto. Literally learning and seeing some of the stories from which you presented, and just actually just taking a moment to step outside of your own circle. You really notice, which I'll go back to community, how relatable everyone really is. There's more similarities than differences. For one, being business owners or managers or, you know, somebody of that. And secondly, being a small business owner. Like, you should know, and everyone who does operate a small business, it's a hustle and bustle type of world.
Oh,
like,
definitely.
You know, it's not a paycheck to paycheck thing, but it definitely does start out like that.
Yes,
so, you know,
absolutely.
I love what you're doing.
Well,
I really do.
thank you. And I just want to show appreciation for you and your business and for keeping it going and for what you offer.
Oh my gosh. So what we offer are candle making experiences. So for $40, you're able to make and create a 9-ounce coconut wax candle. As we're eco-friendly, coconut wax is very magical. It's a slower burner.
Okay, yeah.
It definitely is better for the environment. And it's just all around just better. I mean, it just definitely is. Instead of the traditional cotton wick, which, you know, is like the birthday candle wick, we use vegan, cruelty-free, GMO wooden crackling wicks.
I
love
it.
The relaxation in a can, basically. It's just amazing. And last but not least, we use cosmetic grade essential oils, which are phthalate and paraben free. I say it so much, I should know it. But basically that means that they are non-cancerous. They won't give you those headaches. They're cosmetic grade, so it's safe for the skin. And with the experience that lasts between 30 to 45 minutes, the candle itself, when it's done, burns for 80 hours.
Wow.
Yes, so that's just part of what Hummingbird offers outside of BYOB. So, of course, our motto is let's get lit. We like to light candles and have a little few cocktails with the girls and gals and guys and whatnot. So basically that's what we offer. We also have ready to sell candles, the Resilience line, limited edition lines, a new fabulous line dedicated to Women's Month this month. So that is just definitely some big things happening for us at our Fayetteville location.
Nice. So these lines, the Resilience and the Fabulous lines, are these like scents that you've kind of come up with?
Well, I can honestly say that some of the scents that we have in our essential lines, which basically is every single scent we carry year round, I came up with some of those. But the real brains behind a lot of those scents with the Resilience is truly my sister Tiana. Like, she is a genius. This is her baby.
Oh, yeah.
And like the way she goes about thinking of what's trending, what are the effects of it, algorithms, her and like there's a young lady, she's another manager off the scene basically. Her name is Maggie. I mean Maddie. Oops, sorry girl. Sorry Maddie. Sorry Maddie. Basically they come up with a lot of them. Now the names, a lot are mine because I smell it. You know, scent correlates to memory.
Yes.
So you'll think of something like number 28 is called First Date. because it smells like a man.
Oh,
It's a favorite amongst all the girls in the store, you know, and things.
I can see
You know,
why.
that's just what it is, girl. Yes. This is fun.
I might just come and look at that or smell that.
You should, girl. I'm telling you. So we have a lot of different things, and I don't want to give up too much because it is an experience. However, one big brand differentiator with Hummingbird is that we do not name our candles. We number them. And we number them, yes, so that you choose that beautiful nose and not your brain. Like our brain holds a lot of past bias with when it comes to names and scents. And so if you think you're getting a national brand scent that you maybe loathe, give ours a try. And you'll notice that with better eco-friendly products, you're going to get a better smell. Just at a better price too. It's just amazing.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes. We're different.
That took a lot of good forethought and to make
Chanel.
it stand out.
Coco Chanel, she does that with a lot of her fragrances.
True.
She does,
Okay.
and it's mysterious, darling. You know, it's just mysterious. We're a luxury candle line for a reason, and we take from a lot of big luxury brands. So we don't want to be fully luxury because that goes against truly the community.
Right,
You know,
your
we want
market.
everybody to be able to get some,
Yes.
but experience it.
Yes.
And that's why you don't have to do the candle class every week. However, we'd love you if you did. There's just so many great things that there are to offer in our store outside of making a candle. We have candle accessories such as like room sprays where you can get your favorite scent into a room spray. Reed diffusers, which are like amazing. They last much longer than anything in the store.
Yes.
And wax melts, like if you just want something small just to get a feel of our environment.
So nice. So what has, since you've been running this business, what's been kind of the most surprising thing as being kind of the manager or of the business?
My ability, to answer your question, the most surprising thing that's come to me as being a manager is my ability to connect with people. Not gonna lie.
It seems like it's so easy for you.
I like people, but I know people. And so for that, I'm more introverted, and people won't believe that because I know that when it's showtime, it's showtime. You know, so it's like turn it off, turn it on. However, the connections I've created and the memories are genuine with people that normally, I'm not gonna lie, I would be closed off, just do my business, mind my business. So the thing that surprised me is myself, my ability to communicate with people I normally wouldn't.
Wow.
And so for me, I'm not trying to block any blessings by thinking I don't need to speak to them or anything. Stepping outside of your comfort zone really will take you to a new level.
Yes.
Like, girl, I'm telling you, it's true. It's true. Like even this situation is something that in the past I would probably cancel because I didn't believe in myself. And this is like the first time in my life that I have full confidence. I'm reassured by just the clients we have and just the love they show. That, honey, I'm glad I stepped outside of my comfort zone because I met a lot of new people that really love me, and it just really just shows me that you don't have to be blood to be family.
Exactly.
You don't.
Yep.
You don't.
Exactly. I feel exactly the same
love
way.
it.
And I was excited because it just happened that I was walking by, and I met you a couple other times. But then I thought, as I was walking by doing some other business, I thought, Sesselie needs to be featured.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not worthy.
Yes.
I mean, everything happens at a time when you're ready to accept it. And I feel as though right now I am ready to accept all and everything, you know, within reason.
Right.
You know, just to get me and my family's brand out.
Yeah.
Just you alone doing this and going through whatever you went through and still having a positive outlook and still being consistent and still going the extra mile to even get this venue, you know, just speaks to your art, your craft, and your love for the community. So girl, praises to you.
Yes. And you know what you were saying about stepping out of your comfort zone? Immediately what popped into my head is, well, I think of hummingbirds. They are multicolored. I just happened, it just equated to you kind of developing your colors.
Amen. I love that. No, I love that. Aw, you're just so sweet. No, and it's true. And it's true. I feel as though being even a grown lady as I am, like everybody's time of growth and elevation comes at God's time. And I feel like this is my time, and I'm letting my colors shine. And the girls that work there, I love all of them, and we're growing together. I'm growing as a manager girl because I have to learn boundaries.
Oh, yes.
And that's just another stripe on me to know that you can be fun, you can enjoy work, yet you have to know I'm the boss bird.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
And that's something that I didn't have back in the
going.
day. I was a people pleaser or like a walkover. Like me, like me.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah,
A lot of people love me now. Girl, we've been there.
boundaries are good. Boundaries are good. Yes,
I love it.
boundaries
I
are
love
a
it.
friend.
Amen. Yes, they definitely are. Yeah.
Well, let's see, what have we not talked about here? I always like to ask different business owners. So you have candles and different scents, and do you have, and then hosting these parties, do you ever get any kind of like odd requests from clients?
There has been a few. I don't want to consider them odd because I do think everybody's ideal of what they think can occur. is so
Right,
different.
yes.
But we do
People
get
get
very
very
different.
creative.
Yes. We've had people, odd. Let's see. We do have crystal infused candles. Well, we've made those before.
Oh,
we
sure.
don't have them in store, but we have produced those. Like the oddest thing, I can't really say. Like, it's just different. Like, some people think they want more oil. Some people want to put grass in there. Some people want to put like a dollar bill at the bottom to make it like a money candle.
Oh, sure.
And see, for me, it's like it's different.
But it's meaningful for them.
It's meaningful for them, and
it has a
for
purpose.
me, I think they kind of get the gist from my vibe. Don't come with no odd stuff.
Yeah.
Don't come
like,
with anything
yeah,
odd.
it's a little too
No.
weird. Yeah.
No odd. We had people try to steal oils before at the store.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's okay.
Not cool.
They
not
probably
cool.
needed it.
No.
A little funky.
Right. But, well, let's see. This was because as you said, it used to be the location you are in now, used to be the location from Cornerstone.
Yes, the Corners. Mm-hmm.
And I know I remember when they had that shop in there, because I would go in time after time. I was amazed with the furniture.
Town and country,
that he could
farmhouse,
create.
fabulous.
Yes, and the decor in there. And I know you mentioned how you met the manager who happened to live upstairs.
Mm-hmm. The landlord, actually.
Oh, the landlord.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So, choosing downtown, had it always been that they wanted to focus on downtown and being located there, or that just kind of evolved?
It definitely it came with that prayer he did, and he literally allowed that to guide him. And I believe that initially they weren't even going downtown to scope because they started that business with $6,000.
Right.
Anybody with common sense knows
That's
not
nearly
enough for downtown.
impossible. Yes, especially downtown.
And exactly. But it goes back to people believing in what you have for them, and then therefore you proving it.
Mm-hmm.
That store is very lucrative.
Yes.
That store definitely was a one of a kind for downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Custom built, whatnot. It was just something that at the time they needed to start, and it segued into Hummingbird, which I feel as though it's just really changed my life. It's changed my life, girl.
Yes.
Like, you've ever had a job that you're kind of excited to go to and like working the weekend. Like, some people are just loathing having to work the weekend. I get to party on the weekend while teaching and while interacting with new people that I'll probably never meet again a lot, as we get a lot of visitors.
Yes.
From out of town. But,
Yes. Oh, I know it. I'm kind of that way about real estate.
Ooh.
Yes. It's like even growing up, well, my dad and we always liked looking at cars and things. So that was kind of our special time.
I love
Like, if
that.
we get bored at home, Pop would say, "Hey, Steph, let's go take a ride." So we'd go look at it. So I love cars.
I love that.
And
I love
then in my younger adult years, I just started to take notice of architecture and homes and the different styles. And so I'd see different open houses. So I'd be at almost every
you
open
would go
house I could
there.
find just to see how things are. Yeah, I know. was like, no intention to buy.
I've been there before.
I know, yeah. You do still have I was a looky-loo. Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Looky-loo, take a snack or two.
Right. There you go. There you go. And now I have those on my open houses.
Yes,
But I was like, okay, I get it. But yes, I would love to sell houses and do all this too.
Yes.
But yes, it's always so exciting to meet new people.
I love it.
I have clients now, believe it or not, whenever we'll talk on the phone, they'll end up with, well, I love you. And I'm like, oh,
It's genuine too.
yes.
It's a genuine thing. Love does not know a time limit. At one time I was like, am I coming off as a crazy lady? Because I said that to like a client, and I've only like met them like 3 times, but every single interaction,
Yes.
it's like I met their energy before I met them, and it was just fabulous. And I said, I love you. I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
It's just like, I love you too,
it was
girl.
Just inner, so it was meant to be. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, you are.
No, you are.
No, you are.
You are.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Take it in.
Take it in.
I said, you're going to call me amazing? I'm not going to negate that. I'm going to take it in and receive it.
Yes. Own it.
If you don't own it, they'll own you.
Yeah. Oh.
Own your own identity.
Yes, absolutely. Coming up with all kinds of stuff.
Girl,
You're
you
good
know.
for me.
We're good for each other.
Yes,
No, honestly.
absolutely.
I think that's what community is. Sisterhood.
Yes.
You know, reaching
Absolutely.
out, learning.
And I think that is important, and that's a great aspect that I love. Another one about your business too. Yep.
It is
So
all,
great.
it's pink positive. Our store is pink, y'all. It's pink. You can't be angry in pink, okay? You have to be
yes.
happy. Like, it's just fabulous. So, I mean, 248 Street. Come on now.
Right. I mean, it's right downtown.
It is fabulous.
It's so awesome. And so, what do you have any favorite like go-to spots in downtown? Like when you get a break,
Oh my
or
goodness.
like go for
Yes.
dinner or lunch or something?
Well, when it comes to dinner, everybody knows there's like 2 spots that I really honestly love. One being Antonella's. Girl, I love it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Another being Blue Moon, in which I love.
Yes.
It's variety.
Yep.
It's variety. Great drinks, great food, just great people. I love Nate and I love my Josh who own it.
Yes.
After that, I would honestly say like Winter Bloom, the tea shop next door.
Oh, sure.
Girl, I was not a tea drinker.
Yeah.
I was a coffee girl.
Oh, yeah.
He turned me into a tea drinker.
Oh.
Yes, because he listened to the need. He listened to the want of me, and those are the places I like. Now, shopping, Fabulous Finds, I love Sam. It's all on Hay Street, and that's my problem. I need to learn the side, the side places as well. There's just so many things that I've never claimed to be a tour guide. However, I do know the spots that I've went to and the ones that I've named have made me feel comfortable. I've been consistent with them. There are a few others that I probably haven't mentioned. I'm sorry, but I can tell you that there's a lot to do downtown.
Oh,
There definitely
absolutely,
is. Yeah.
absolutely. And we're kind of trying to get the word out more and promote our neighborhood, promote our city, promote
Amen.
our businesses,
Amen.
because Fayetteville does have a lot to offer.
It does. It definitely has a lot more than what people let on. I mean, currently the Dogwood Festival, if you haven't heard, is most likely going to be in the Westwood Shopping Center. So that's kind of something that brought a different crowd to downtown. However, I'm going to speak from someone who's seen it before. Some of the tents at times do block. So it's more for downtown. The downtown businesses, they are affected positively, yet in a matter of a term, negatively as well, because they're there for the dogwood, they're there for the vendors. But with knowledge and understanding, we'll become and pop up a tent ourselves. So if they're going to block the store, become one of the people that are selling. So downtown, if we had the Dogwood Festival, I really think it would revamp it really quickly. However, COVID.
I know, and I think I keep hoping we're getting out of it. We're getting out of it.
One shot at a time.
Yes, one shot. I'm hoping for mine soon.
Yes, the change.
So let's see. Here's a little bit more personal one for you. So you seem to be. I mean, you're very authentic.
Yes.
Very authentic, very forward and caring. So if a young person were to come to you and just ask for advice on how to live their life, what would be some of the advice you would give them?
To remember, honestly, that it is your life. You get one. You have to realize that people are going to talk whether you do good or whether you do bad. And that when you are your true, authentic self, the fakes will fall to the wayside. I mean, it's true. I mean, it's honest to God true. It's better to have 2 good friends than 100 and you're not even being real.
Yes.
It's not easy. Never is easy being real in a world full of facades. However, you'll stand out, and uniqueness is always just the best for me. And I think it really just, like a candle in our store, makes you shine and light up the area. I'm telling you, people gravitate towards authenticity.
Yes, they do.
And so that's what I would tell them: be authentic, be strong. I mean, and personally for me, have some type of self-care time. Like you have to have, whether it be praying, meditating, buying you something nice for yourself, because you have to remember you're doing this for something, but you got to be something to do it.
There you go.
That's where I'm at, girl.
Good.
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
So are there, you mentioned before that you've been just, you've kind of had that rut of just going to work and going home. What, are there other things that you like to do besides work?
Oh my gosh, yes. So I love hair. Like I love hair. Like I love it. And so like I create custom hair units, which are basically a fancy name for wigs. I love doing, girl, yes. That's what I do. Yes. I at one point had a business that sold those, and I'm starting to rev that back up right now. However, my focus is definitely Hummingbird. But outside of the wigs, I love my family. Like I have a gaggle of nieces and nephews that, you know, I enjoy spending time with. And I'm not lying, y'all, like after COVID, like whatever events, like it really solidified work, home, work, home. And when I'm home, I do the hair stuff, you know, or relax. I'm not that boring, y'all. I promise you.
I don't know.
It's just
I
like,
don't
you
think
know,
like you're not coming across.
I love reality TV. Me and my sister just got into watching Survivor.
Oh, serious?
It's the Survivor of the Philippines, and like she really wants to go there. However, on the show, she wants to go.
Wow.
I'm adventurous. I try, but.
Oh yeah, you can do it with her if you go.
Could you see me on Survivor, girl? They would kick me out.
If you could take your hair with you.
I'd have to get some Gorilla Glue to keep this on, baby. For real. They really keep her on, honey. Or else I'd be like that girl with the gel braid cornrows to the back. Like,
oh, yes.
Image is important to me. Image isn't everything. However, read between the lines.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's what I love about, well, you're talking about promoting women and women in the business and whatever, and that. I really like being in the skin I'm in.
Amen.
And I find, you know, it's even with hair and makeup and things like that, I find our pieces of art, and it's just a way to express and just be that.
No, it's true. So when you feel, and the word RuPaul said this before, and it'll stay with me forever. We're all born naked. Everything else is drag. No, it's true. If you think about it, if you're a businessman, you're gonna put on the suit. If you're a nurse, you're gonna put on that. That's drag. That's not you.
Right.
It's not you. You're not your job. You're not that. You know. And so, not to segue out of that, but I feel you're confident in yourself. This is the image, but it's not Stephanie.
Oh yeah.
And people who know you know that.
Oh yeah.
And people who know me know. God knows no. Even though it's consistent, to say the least.
Yeah. So my weekends, take this for instance. So last weekend it was like 80 degrees.
I know.
Today we're expecting a tornado. And
we're closed.
I'm after this I'm not spending much time in town, but
naturally.
So kind of like talking the real me. This weekend I rarely wear makeup on weekends unless I'm going showing houses or whatever.
You wear it good, girl.
Well, y'all. I was literally napping with my horse in the pasture.
He
was.
told me that.
Yes.
Her horse's name is Mocha, y'all.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll
Little
never
Mocha
forget
bean.
that. I said Mocha.
I
love it.
know.
The
So
chocolate, honey.
that's kind of the real me. I love being outside and kind of somewhat tomboyish. I grew up climbing trees.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, got the scars to prove it.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Definitely,
All
you
kinds
know.
of scars.
I mean, scars.
Broken bones.
Oh Jesus, no broken bones. Didn't play that rough, girl. I mean, a stitch or two, you know,
Yeah.
from all those things. But I knew. Ooh, I knew.
Love life and make the most of it.
Oh yes. I mean, if you don't live life to the fullest, in which I'm not the first one to blow that from the top of the mountain, but I'm learning that when I take a chance and I say, for example, no. That's living life to me, girl.
Yes.
To say no to something
Yes,
that you would normally
exactly.
say yes to.
Yep.
No.
No, it's okay to say no.
I don't like it said to me. However,
We were talking about boundaries earlier.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
so when it's said to me, I have to register that, especially if they don't normally say it, I need to check myself. It's all about checking yourself, girl.
Yes. Yep. Keep your power.
Definitely. And make sure you're not taking anyone else's.
Exactly.
You know, I had to realize that yeah, you can shine so bright that you're blinding everyone. Like sometimes make sure they're good. Do they need some sunglasses? Like,
It's all in balance. It's a yin
girl,
yang.
I'm learning.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I
not the guru.
I like to go by the adage, do as you will, but that it harm none.
Amen.
Yeah. Whatever you put out there comes back threefold.
You know what they say? The roads to hell are paved with good intentions. Some
That's
people don't think their
right.
deeds are gonna affect anybody. we are just a book of poems and old sayings today.
Yes, we
I
are.
feel like this is like a TV show, y'all.
Mantras.
I love this.
We can make it a
This
TV
is,
show.
I mean, definitely. This is what you get when you get Sess and Seth. You're
Ah!
gonna get the real deal. You're gonna get the information you actually clicked for, and then you're gonna get a show.
Well, there you go.
I mean, anywhere you go with me, there's gonna be a show.
it's gonna be a show.
I mean, it's gonna be a show.
Yeah, I was expecting none less.
They're gonna know.
Exactly. So, one last question. So, if you thinking back to your childhood and becoming the magnificent woman that you are today,
Yes, it was amazing.
Yes. Was there a person or persons in your childhood who were very influential for you, and what did they teach you?
I can say there's a few. I'll say my grandmother, God rest her soul, she passed when I was 9 years old. However, during the time she was here, unconditional love is all I can think about. I mean, seeing me is all I can remember. She is just like somebody that I know I could never be but strive to. And it trickled down to my mom. Like, I love my mom. Like, if I talk about my mom so much, I start crying. She's still here. She lives in Eastover with my dad. She's just she is a hummingbird, my mom. She's resilient. She's overcame so many things, and I've been there and I've seen it. And there's some things that I didn't see because she's that strong.
Wow.
You know, and that's amazing. My sister Tiana, she's just her own testimony itself. Like, if you ever get to speak to her, to see where she's at now, honey, and like, that's just amazing. And I mean, women like you, even though I didn't know you growing up, girl.
Right.
Look, I didn't know you growing up, but those women prepared me to be me and to understand that if you don't love yourself, baby, no one else is going to, or you're not going to know how to love someone else. So to instill confidence, self-love, I mean, and prayer. Like, my family's a spiritual family, and so without that, I feel as though for me personally, I would still come to a lot of things because my life hasn't been easy. And many people who know me and know my story know that it hasn't been easy, breezy, beautiful now.
Yes.
But I'm here to tell you, like, it does get better.
Definitely.
And if you have a good foundation, even if you don't, find those that, you know.
Yes.
I just tell people, try to find somebody that you feel as though can inspire you.
Absolutely.
And those are the three: my sister, my mom, and my grandma.
That's wonderful.
Yes, I love them so much.
Well, they've done a very good job in raising you and making you, helping you become the person you've become.
Oh,
And
well,
you're just getting started. We're all just getting started.
I feel like that. I'm getting my first wind in. I mean, I'm a young lady, got a lot in me, got a lot of time, God's will, a lot of ideals that I really want to put out there, and hopefully people, like everyone around here, are able to go on the ride with me and see me.
Yes, you can start.
Girl, you better believe it.
All right. Well, thank you so very
Oh my
much.
gosh, Stephanie, thank
You were a
you.
blessing for me today.
Oh my gosh, you stop it. Oh my gosh.
For real.
Y'all.
I've been looking forward to today.
Well, I'm telling you, I've been looking forward to this. Well, we both put on our party dresses, and we both let our hair down, literally, and mine's glued, but we both let our hair down, literally, and I mean, I like genuine conversations. The cameras are just here. However, the words that came out, and a little bit of my sassiness, you know, it's just because the camera's there, but you know, it's still genuine. Everything I said, I meant it, and I feel as though the questions you asked me were just fabulous. Like, it's definitely asking the questions, and you put a little twist on it, and you allowed me to speak. And girl, you keep on doing what you gotta do. Yes, honey, when you know.
It's all about you.
Yes, dragonfly.
Yes, I've got my dragonfly.
I love it. I love it.
Well, love it. And thank you so much, very much again. And then once again, the location.
So Hummingbird Candle Company's Fayetteville location is located at 240 Hay Street, downtown Fayetteville, across from Lummi Bank, or right beside Antonella's. Come check us out.
Yes, and if they need to call ahead.
Oh, definitely. Check out our website where it holds most of our information, www.hummingbirdcandleco.com. Or, of course, naturally, you can Google us and give us a phone call. Our business hours are Thursday through Saturday, 12 to 8. Sunday and Monday now, since the spring is here, from 12 to 5, with private events being able to be held Tuesday and Wednesday upon reserving.
Very good.
Yes, girl. I got it down to a science now.
Yes, you do. All right. Well, thanks so much again, Sesselie, and the best of everything to you.
And ditto.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yay! Oh, that was fun. Thank you again for tuning in. Once again, I'm Stephanie Frink with the Fischer Group at ERA Strother Real Estate here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you'd like to be featured on this website, please reach out to me on the email listed below, or you can go to parkbench.com/downtown-Fayetteville and request to be interviewed. Thank you so much. See you next time.